Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, please subscribe. It would mean a lot for my channel. I'm trying to grow it. Anyway, so today we're going to be talking about the Ender Dragon and how you can kill the Ender Dragon using beds. So if you don't know, beds in the Nether and in the End deal a certain amount of explosive damage, and the key is to get this explosive damage from the pillow end of the bed aligned with the head of the Ender Dragon. So the first method is going to involve destroying all the crystals and using the beds to damage the Ender Dragon in the middle. So this method is going to take you a lot longer, but it's a lot less risky and easy to learn than the other method. The other method, it's called a one cycle bed kill, and it involves killing the Ender Dragon before it even has the chance to land at the center. So for this method, you don't really need to take down any of the crystals. You're pretty much killing the Ender Dragon before it can even do anything. So we're going to be starting with the method that involves taking down all the crystals and dealing slow damage to the Ender Dragon in the center. Finally made it to the end, and you want to kill the Ender Dragon. And you have a couple beds, your sword, shield, and a bow. So the first thing you want to do is destroy these end crystals, all of them, before you even do damage to the dragon. Otherwise, you can simply heal at any of these. So the first way is to simply shoot at these crystals and destroy them. Try not to look at the Enderman or land in the magic that the dragon will shoot at you, like that. This deals an area effect damage and can be very bad for the player. Now the second way to destroy these crystals is to simply build up like this. So once you're close to this crystal, put a block in front of you and then destroy that crystal. So it does deal a lot of damage, so try to make sure that you're not too close to the crystal. Otherwise it will kill you instantly. From here, you can either build down or bring yourself down with a water bucket. And then you gotta go and destroy all these other crystals. So now you've destroyed all the crystals. Now the first thing you want to do is use your bow and shoot down the dragon as it flies around. When the dragon perches, this is when you want to use your bed technique. You rush towards the center and you get inside of this little pedestal made out of bedrock. Then, wherever the dragon's head is, place some blocks so that those blocks are on the same plane as these blocks that surround the bedrock pedestal. Once you have these blocks placed, place your bed directly underneath the dragon's head. Now place a block next to that bed. Now right click on the bed. This will not damage you, but it'll deal a lot of damage to the dragon. This is one of the best ways to drain the dragon's health. Now remember, after the dragon has 1/3 of its health taken away, it's going to fly away, and you can continue shooting it down with your bow. And then, once it perches again, do the same bed technique, and you can easily kill the Ender Dragon. Alright, so at this point, I'm shooting at the dragon, and it's about to perch. And it does a lot of damage, so that's what you're really looking for. Just aim underneath the head and place this bed. It's a low risk, and it's not that hard to perform. So for the second method, I'm going to be taking you through one of my playthroughs in which I kill the Ender Dragon using about 6 beds. So in this method, you're not going to be destroying any of the crystals. You're simply going to be waiting for the dragon to perch. As soon as the dragon perches, you'll know it because the dragon tries to perch on the opposite side from the player. Since I'm standing right here, I know that the dragon will start circling directly opposite where I'm standing. So I'm simply waiting for this to occur. Now, you see that the dragon is circling. This way, you know that the dragon is getting ready to perch. You'll know that it's about to perch as soon as you see a sharp movement towards the center, right there. Now start running towards the center, place your block, and put your bed on top. At this point, the dragon will start circling downwards. And now I'm going to slow it down so you guys can see what's really going through my head. Now, make sure that you're looking at the Ender Dragon's head. This hitbox is really important. As soon as it turns and places its head towards the center of the bed, I trigger the bed explosions. I'll even slow it down halfway. As soon as you trigger the bed explosion, jump up and place another bed. And do the same thing over and over again. The Ender Dragon turns and places its head towards the center, and this is when you want to trigger the bed explosion for the most damage. This timing is extremely hard because in real time, it goes a lot faster. A good way to do this is to practice over and over so that you get your timing right. So now I'm going to show you what's happening in real time so you can see just how fast that goes. In the 0.25 speed, you saw the head turning and you could see it really easily. But in this, you go by the timing and you can see that it's a lot faster. So to get that timing down, the only way to really do that is with a lot of practice, and you guys can do that on the world that I'm about to show you. So this is the world that I've created in order to practice this bed strategy. Now the spawn point is right here, right next to that door, so that I can easily enter the end portal. And once I hop in here, I have a bunch of command blocks set up so that I can clear the magic that's on the area. I can clear my own inventory. And then this is the most important one, to reset the dragon. So once I reset the dragon, I need to save and quit to title. Otherwise, the Ender Dragon's health doesn't appear at the top. Now rejoin your world and wait until the Ender Dragon finishes its cycle and decides to perch. Remember that it perches opposite the player, so try to stand in a location that makes sense. Now this one's not going that great because the Ender Dragon's rotation is different from what I expected. But I'm still able to kill it, maybe. Nope. So this is a good way to practice killing the Ender Dragon. And it can really help you get better at this bed technique. Because I've seen a lot of people struggling online. And I really struggled with it at first because I have not found any tutorials that really mention how to do this in depth. Now let's say you don't want to download my world because you just hate downloading stuff. There's another way to do this, but it's not as simplified as this one. So before I show you guys that new world, I wanted to show you guys a different way to kill the Ender Dragon. It's almost the same as the second method that I showed you, but it involves placing 2 more blocks of obsidian at the top, so you can get the pillow end of the bed closer to the Ender Dragon's head. This allows you to use less beds, but it requires more precision. As you can see, each bed does a lot more damage than normally, but it requires a lot more precision. And I recommend that you get better at doing the normal tactic first before attempting this. I forgot to mention, but the link for that download of the world that I just showed you, it'll be in the video description. Feel free to use it as much as you want. It'll help you a lot. It'll help you get better at doing the bed technique. Now, let's say you don't want to download it. That's completely fine. There's another way to do this by yourself. Either set up the command blocks by yourself, or you can just hop into single player. Create a new world. Make sure you're in creative mode. Create that world. Now type in /locate stronghold and teleport to those coordinates that it shows you. Once you're at those coordinates, go into spectator mode and find the actual Ender portal. And I already found it. Then make sure you're in creative mode. Hop into the Ender portal. Fly up. Make sure you destroy all these end crystals so that you can get the perch earlier on. Otherwise, there's a smaller chance that the dragon decides to perch with all the crystals up. Then make your way to the center of the map. Give yourselves whatever tools that you want. Say I want 6 beds. I want to practice with 6 beds. And I need some blocks, so I'll do that. And some food. So once you have all these materials, change yourself back into survival mode. And then escape, save and quit to title. Now that world, just as you've saved it, will be saved right there. Now, go to Options, Resource Packs, open Resource Pack folder, and find the Saves folder that's right next to the Resource Packs folder. Once you're in the Saves folder, find the folder of that world that you just created, copy it, and just paste it a bunch of times. It'll be a lot easier for you to practice over and over again. Now close that out, hit done, done, go back to single player, and you'll see that a bunch of bed kill practice worlds have been created for you to practice. And if I hop into one of these, I can see that I'm left in the same spot that I was with the same materials. Thank you guys for watching so much. That's how to kill the Ender Dragon using beds. I hope that this video helped you, and please consider subscribing to my channel.